everybody, and welcome to Rise of the Podcast. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Kara.
I'm Brownie.
Someone over there is watching on her phone.
Oh, is that what that was?
That was what that was, yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Kara's watching. She's our number one viewer.
I thought that something happened over here because like I have the headphones that plays it that we can kind of hear.
Man.
That was me.
Somebody here already? Oh, that's Kara.
David, hello.
Oh, David. Oh, David. You guys will love this story. I kind of like want to give it a minute before I tell my work story. But
Yeah, let's give it a couple minutes. Let's
give it a couple minutes. Let some people get here and go from there. We can talk about this.
Yeah.
We can
Oh,
talk.
dang. We've already got like 13 people here.
Well, then I'll just start with this story,
Hello,
everybody.
everyone.
Let's start with a Lego.
Okay, fine. I have an awesome story. Make sure you stick around
You're
for
fine.
it. You're going to want to hear it. It's about how I had a midlife crisis.
Hi, Jeff. Welcome.
I'm serious. A midlife
Jeff
crisis.
Stone?
for real.
James, hello.
James.
Hello, James. Serious? I had a midlife crisis? All right, we're going to talk about the Lego. Now I've watched so much Top Gear, I'll be like, let's head on over to Conversation Street. This is an awesome...
You skip Conversation Street
Oh,
every time.
yes, because I want to see them just do crazy stuff with cars.
We're talking about GT, by the way.
Yeah,
Or
not
Top Gear, Jeremy Clarkson,
Jeremy
Richard
Clark-
Hammond.
yep.
Yeah, you know.
Hammond.
You...
Sorry, my favorite.
You absolute muppet. What are you on about? I love that.
Good job.
All right. Anyways, we talk about Legos all the time, and we love Legos, and this is such a cool set. This just came out. It was a Lego Creators set. And Chris always says, why they need to build more castle and, like, castle stuff, right?
Castles and pirates are the two things that I wanted forever growing up, and I still want.
Legolas has killed the blacksmith, apparently.
Yeah, apparently, it's a murder.
Oh, my visage.
This set is absolutely brilliant. It is amazing. It looks like it's called the Medieval Blacksmith set.
I'm trying to see if I can't really get a good angle on it, so you guys just have to deal with it in the wide.
I'll deliver it. And if I
Do not drop it.
if I crash, ooh, I'd have to change the. Whoop. Oh, that's right. We haven't shot B-roll here. All right, Chris. Which one's the best one to bring it to?
That's good enough there.
Look at this set. It is absolutely amazing. So if you push on the bellow here, you go boop, and it lights up red. Oh, I just
Build quality, 0.
right. You got a dog there. Wooden.
Jeremy's just being a Neanderthal with it.
There's actually if I take and I rotate.
Do you want my help up there? I feel like you're going to drop it.
I got this. I'm not gonna drop.
I used to handling a baby now, so you just kind of like... I
And
got
Jeremy's not.
Build quality. This is really locked. Oh, I just ripped the whole roof off.
Oh my
It's designed to do that.
It is all right, Kara. Fine. Take the roof off. While oh,
good grief.
dog down. I just want to show off the bear rug.
You are being a muppet. There we go.
Okay, put the roof back. Oh. Right, like.
You gotta line up the chimney, and that's the easiest way to do it.
Just right there. All right, here we go.
That's off
Look
by
at the
one, but it's fine.
interior. Whoop. There's a bear rug there. See the bear rug? It's just brilliant. The bed. This thing is absolutely epic. If you want to watch us do a time-lapse build of it, it's going to come out soon over on Brickable. If you're not subscribed there yet, go over and check it out. But I absolutely love this. We'll put it here. We'll put it here.
Were you going to put it on the couch
I
next
was
to
going
me?
to put it next to you.
That's where Bernie sits.
What happened to the All Hallows Eve game?
We moved it for Mike.
Oh,
And we
okay.
forgot to put it back.
We didn't put it back since Mike came back.
Not that it needs to live there, I just forgot that it didn't live there.
All right. Midlife crisis. So, we have Derek, who I've told a million stories about. Derek could be watching right now. Hello, Derek, if you were here. He's quiet. He's a long-time lurker. He usually tunes in when we start, and then he...
You know what they say about guys that are lurkers?
Beats me. They're real fancy. So Derek...
That's not what I meant.
Derek has taught me a lot of lingo, and he's 10 years younger than me, and I've learned a lot of stuff. And
That
Derek,
slaps.
Derek is really, he's awesome. And so I've learned a lot from him. I use the lingo that he teaches me, and Kara just thinks it's the
He
most
really
funniest
does.
thing.
He
and
does.
People. So anyways, we have a new person, and this person is 4 years or 3 years younger than Derek. So he's 19. And I'll tell you what, there's even a difference in everything from Derek to Wyatt. They're two different people. You can tell there's a generational difference there. It's unbelievable. So when Derek was a senior, Wyatt may have been a freshman or could have been even in 8th grade. One of the two. Close by. They would have been like, The generational difference is unbelievable. Mm-hmm. So, of course, I need to, challenge these younger men and just let them know that these are the things that I used to do when I was their age. One of which being, I used to be able to jump over a stick. Now, it might be hard to picture, but you just grab a stick on a broom handle, whatever. And that reminds me of another story. You grab a broom handle or a hockey stick or whatever, you take it, you stand there, and then you just jump and you bring the stick under your feet, and then you land again, and then the stick stays. You don't drop it or let go. It stays behind your back. Now, I've been able to do this ever since I was able to do it, I guess. Is the best way to say it. Way back in the day.
I've been able to do it since I've been able to do it.
I've been able to do it. I've been able to do it. So, we're talking back in high school. So I told these guys, I was like, no, I haven't done this since, I think I've done it after we've gotten married. So, 5 years ago, I probably haven't done this in about 5 years.
You probably did it to show off to me or something.
Hey, Kara, look at what I can do.
So I told Wyatt, I was like, hey man, I can jump over a stick. And he's like, yeah, we do that. So he's like, but I don't think you could do it. And I was like, all right.
Oh.
So I went to do it, and I was like, I had a little struggle my first time. Like the first time I was like, I kind of gotten ready, and then you kind of cancel halfway. And I really like nestled in, and then just like, and then I did it. I jumped and I did it. And he's like, oh yeah, that is impressive, old man. Like you got it going on. So then I said,
you got it going on. That's definitely what he said. He's probably like, that jump slaps with grip.
So then I said, I can also do it backwards. And then that is when I knew I had to do it, when he said, that's impossible. So Wyatt had been jumping forward at he'd done it too at hockey practice and stuff, but they've never jumped backwards. And I was like, oh yeah, I can absolutely do backwards. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And it was that is the first time in my life that I could no longer do something that I could do that now I can't.
The first time you ever lost a skill point.
I lost a skill. Okay, it bothered me to my core. I was like, I have to do this, and it was really, really nice. All my coworkers were all there, and they're just like, I was gonna try it, and they're like, no, we can't let him crash. So Derek and Wyatt are sitting back there like ready to catch me if I fall, and I'm looking at these guys. I'm like, I'll let go of this. I'm not gonna trip myself like a cartoon here. I got this. I can do it.
You know what this reminds me of? Your dad riding the bicycle backwards at every possible opportunity.
I know, and I can do that too. Anyways,
can you? I don't believe it.
I can. But anyways, so I had to do it. So then I had to do the dumb thing where it was I jump and I almost do it, and then I back out, and then I jump and I almost do it, and then I quit again, and then I jump and I try, and I totally let go and they hit my feet, and I landed fine, and I kept trying it, and you know what? I did it. I did it in front of everybody. I was able to pull it off.
Now, Jeremy.
I just focused, and I was like, I got down, and I took everything out of my pockets, everything, and I just,
you don't need the superfluous weight.
I did. I just gave it, and I did it backwards, and Wyatt's chin hit the floor. I yelled out across the room, yeah!
I'm surprised I didn't get a phone call saying, Carrie, your husband's in the hospital.
People at the end of the hallway just turn and look, and they're like, what is all the commotion down there? I'm like, I jumped the stick!
Now,
and so...
how does your back feel today, though?
Well, let's talk about that.
Yes,
Time out.
Real quick, though, James says, I know something you haven't been able to do for a long time, Jeremy.
Get a good night's sleep?
Keep the top of your head warm without a hat.
Bazinga. So... All right, so when you work out for a long time, or you haven't worked out for a long time, and then you go work out, you can get what's called SIDS? No, SIDS is baby death. DOMS, delayed onset of muscle soreness. You get DOMS.
Yeah.
Okay, and so it usually will hit you the first day, but the second day is the worst.
When I get DOMS, I get it with extra cheese and pepperoni.
So the second day is usually the worst, and so I could tell I landed and my knee was stiff. And I thought, I was like, man, this isn't what it used to be, But it wasn't until the next morning that I realized I'm not going to be able to do that forever at all. And so I got out of bed, and it was like a band of fire was just across my lower back. And I was like, I've thrown up my back one time, and it was the closest I've come to throwing my back out without actually doing it. But I'm sitting there walking slow and just taking it easy. And then the next day, which was yesterday morning, was even worse. It was bad. And so Kara doesn't think it's a big deal. But I said, if I wouldn't have been able to make that jump, I would have had to like go out and buy a Corvette or something because it would have been it was a midlife crisis. It is. It's a midlife
I
crisis.
told him I would have slapped him out of that midlife crisis so fast.
So that's the only thing. Like once you're in, there's no pulling out.
No.
You have to lean into it.
Yeah, you have to.
You just have to try to get the candle to burn faster to get to the other side. You can't put the wax back on the candle.
Nope. So I didn't mean to tell this story, but this reminded me of a story that I haven't told yet on the podcast. This is also another fresh story, and it is ridiculously related.
Have I heard this one?
I don't think so, actually.
Wait, what? There's things I'm
Chris,
learning about my
do you
husband?
remember above the middle school, they remodeled it and they made it...
CYC?
The CYC. So after
Is
middle
it a hacky
school...
sack thing?
Nope, it's a jumping over the stick thing. So, and I'll have to stand up to do this story because it's just too funny. But after school, you could go hang out at the CYC. Was there a fee, or could you buy like a monthly pass?
I think initially, I can't remember, I never ended up paying, but I was there all the time.
Yeah.
But I think it was supposed to be
awesome.
like $2 or something. You could hang out there all day.
There was two hoops.
Was
it
that
wasn't
like
a
the
court.
Cloquet Youth Center or something?
Exactly.
There wasn't a court. There was like two hoops.
There's a big square room. There's like a mini basketball court. It's carpeted. Everything's just carpet.
Yep.
And so there's like a mini basketball setup or whatever if you wanted to play like 2-on-2 or 3-on-3, like nothing super big. You can also go down to the gym and play too.
Yeah.
And then they had a pool table, and I want to say like
I think 2 pool tables
and
side
then
by side.
and they had one other thing. It was like either like ping pong or foosball or something.
Yep.
And then a
they
couple
had
of tables.
They had a couple of tables. Yep. And then you could rent games out.
The first time I ever heard the song Kryptonite was in there.
There you go.
The music video was on.
Dude, that was such a fun place. That was like the coolest place to be
It
when you were a
slapped, for
kid.
sure.
It was awesome.
Yes,
So
Chris.
what thing could you jump over, knowing what we just described? What object could you jump over? We talked about pool tables.
Oh, a cue.
A
Gesundheit.
a pool stick, right?
It's called a cue.
So yeah, a cue. So
Gesundheit.
Oh my gosh.
I had to
bad.
show Eric.
Chris just thinks he's hilarious. There.
I had to show Eric. You. This will come back to you. I had to show Eric. I just learned this new skill. This new skill. I had to show Eric. Hey, check this out. So you can go to the Y.
Okay.
All right. So here we go. So you take the stick and you just you jump over it like that, right? So I grab the cue, I jump over it, and it was all good. All right. So now Eric's like, oh, I can do that, right? This is the funniest thing ever. So Eric goes, and it's just like there's tons of people in there, and Eric goes to jump, and he trips halfway and goes snap right through the pool cue or the cue. He was right through the cue, completely snapped. And so it was like there's music going on and everything in there. There's that low hum of people talking. You just hear crack, and the teacher, the lady, she's like, "Who did that?
Zizos,
What was
wasn't it?
that?" Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And who did that? And so Eric crawled underneath the pool table, like a broken pool cue. And he just sat underneath there, and she's like, "Who did that?" And I'm standing there, and everyone's looking at me. I totally threw Eric under the bus. I was like, "Eric broke the pool cue." So she came stomping over, grabbed the pool cue from Eric, and threw us out for just the day. But
That is hilarious.
oh, I felt so bad.
Oh my goodness.
But he just went right through. Like he went to jump, and he tripped, and his knee it just went right through it. Just snap. Couldn't believe it. But that's where I learned rollover, the game I've taught your family, the card game. Yeah, roll over. But so my back is sore. It makes me want to get in better shape because
What?
Chris, she put you on the dead horse.
Well, it's my Gesundheit joke was beating a dead horse.
We already said in the beginning, Legolas killed him. So obviously he's going to be on the dead horse.
Yeah, I'm Brownie the White coming back with my undead horse.
Oh, I guess so.
So I just realized I'm not 100% sure that the shotgun mic was actually hooked up for the.
Oh, for that story?
Do you want to just real quick, just go up, just give it just tap it.
Yep.
Kara, can you tap on that mic?
Mike.
Yeah, that we totally didn't have the shotgun mic on for any of the stuff we recorded today.
Nice. Oh, you're kidding me.
For the Lego build and everything?
Yeah.
Well,
Whew.
Because I totally forgot we had a guest on last week, so I didn't even think to change the XLRs.
well, we'll get to that later. We will get to that later. So yeah, we don't have any usable audio, do we? From the review.
I might be able to do something with it, but I'm not sure.
Well, that's all right. Anyways, so Chris is fixing that, alleviating that problem. Oh, I can't believe it. Who would have thought?
It's always something. We can just never do anything right.
Seriously.
Well, we got Mike's mic hooked up correctly, but then we just never flipped it back. But it was a speed build, let's just say, right? So it was a big deal. Was we know how long it takes to build sets based off of our like piece count and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And so we kind of did the math, and like having a child now, it makes everything a little bit slower. So we got down here, and we knew we were under a time crunch. We tried to get it started as quick as possible. And then at the end, we started actually double bagging our builds. We started each building bags at the same time instead of the volley back and forth like we normally do. And it worked. We got it done in time and started on time and ate dinner.
Yeah.
All within the time frame. So if the one thing that we forgot is the mic, luckily the mistakes you might have to grab, those can't be reduplicated. We could shoot the intro and the review again, even though the review was lit, but that's fine.
So what I'll do, because obviously we're not going to do it tonight. We're just going to do the B-roll tonight.
Yep.
I'll take it home. I'll check it. If it's like passable, we'll just roll with it. Like, it might just end up being one of those things where, like, because that was the mic that was recording you, so it was, like, behind you.
Right.
So, but we'll see.
We'll see. Not a big deal. We can redo it Tuesday. There's still plenty of time.
Tuesday, we're going to have plenty of time. It takes 10 minutes to do both things.
Right. Totally. So you get a little bit of insight of what production is like. If you want to go see a quiet audio Lego kid, I'm just kidding. It's not even out yet, but.
Obviously, we shot today.
Would you? That would be an insane turnaround if I could edit that fast.
It's crazy. Then this showed up in the mail today. This set just came out February 1st, and we got it in the mail today. I ordered it on February 1st.
Yeah.
It showed up.
And it was supposed to take a little longer to get to us, wasn't it? Because
they just said they were receiving a high volume of orders, so expect some delays. But it shipped from Illinois. But I'd be half tempted when Jarrett goes down to the Mall of America next, see if this set's in stock at the Lego store, get another one too. Alternate build it and add to the village because it's amazing. The pieces are just incredible.
Honestly, if you were to build
you could build
you could build a mock pretty easily. I feel
for sure
of that style.
Absolutely,
like with the lattice work or whatever, like you said, like the old English style.
Yeah,
I think you could easily do that.
I would literally probably like copy the middle floor, make that a separate house, and then do the bottom as like an open roof, kind of like collapsing.
Yeah.
Like,
you could make the same roof, but do different colors like green and red and yellow and just kind of have a fun.
Like a thatched style house.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Yeah. It's really, really cool. I love the way even when you put the end trusses on, you put pins through and like blocks on the other side to lock everything down. It's super awesome. All right. So I had a midlife crisis this week. Zombies. Well, like it was fun talking about Mike.
Jared says, I'll go take a look.
But we've been playing a new Zombies map drop and been playing some Zombies, which is really, really fun.
I played Zombies for the first time with them.
Yeah, did you have fun?
I did have fun.
No, but tell us about.
I clapped
tell us
the
about the
those zombies.
First time you played Zombies.
So the first time I played the original Zombies on Call of Duty World War II, wasn't it?
World at War.
World at War. So I played the original Zombies back in the day, and then this one came out, and I wanted to play it because I played the original, and Jeremy had just learned himself how to
turn the power on,
do all the things with the new Zombies,
Easter eggs,
and so he is trying to explain everything to me and just shove it into my brain as I'm trying to learn how to play this, and I'm like, what? And then he goes to turn the power on, and he leaves me out in the open with no backup. And so I'm getting swarmed by all these zombies and dying. And I'm like, this is stupid.
Kara looked over at me and she just goes, this is not fun. And then that was it. She was just done because she got killed by zombies. That was that.
So then we played again last night with Jarrett, Mike, Jeremy, and me. And it was a lot more fun because I like playing stuff like that in bigger groups of people because then you do have multiple people to watch your back. You're not, Jarrett and Mike would go and turn on the power while Jeremy and I were killing zombies up top, and it wasn't like you were left alone, you know? So.
Yeah, no, I definitely appreciate being in bigger groups playing games like that for sure.
So I've been trying to. So Derek really laughs. So you can prestige in Call of Duty, and you go to level 55, and then you prestige your rank starts over again, but you actually get to keep all your stuff this time around. And then you work your way up, and then every 50 levels, you just get a prestige level. So prestige 10 is just your level 500. So Derek hopped on to play zombies with Jarrett and Mike and myself, and we're all like we're like level 2 prestige. We're like between levels like 75, and I think Jarrett's like 130, 150 or something. And so Derek hops on, he's 500, and Jarrett just goes like, huh? 500? Are you serious? Like, and so Derek just thought that was the funniest thing in the whole world. So, and then you know how you can like grind for camos on your weapons, Chris, like skins? Yeah. So now if you get every single gun in a category unlocked, so you have to get like gold with all the SMGs. It's like the highest one you can get unlocked. Once you get all the SMGs gold, it gets diamond for that entire subclass. So you get like your gun is studded in diamonds.
Nice.
Derek's got all the diamonds for every weapons class. He's got diamond snipers, diamond SMGs.
Does he do anything outside of this?
Well, he's from the cities, and so all of his
Oh,
family,
so obviously he's good with guns.
all of his family and all of his friends live down there. So unfortunately, like when he's up here during the week, he doesn't know a lot of people. That's why he hangs out with me.
Oh yeah,
because he doesn't know a lot of people.
Yeah, that's why I hang out with you.
Exactly, and so he's got them all diamond, and so yeah, it was fun having.
Jared says he's
this.
prestige 3,
so he's level 150 plus based off that information.
So then yesterday, Jarrett and Mike were playing around to zombies, and so Jeremy and I decided to play around a PvP.
Chris, you would have loved it. We played against bots and only bots.
So we played around a PvP against bots.
Bots are the best.
And my KD, 40-0.
Dang, were you playing on easy?
We actually were. But now, Jeremy, how many times did you die?
3.
Boom. I didn't die once.
I'm more aggressive.
Whatever. I was running around. I almost did die, but I was like, not today, Satan.
She's just stabbing herself with stims over there. Derek was telling me.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
40 kills, no deaths.
She got the kill cam.
I got kill cam. I got
So
the
me and
spy
all the
plane.
bots had to watch her dominate.
I got the kill cam multiple times. Or not the kill cam, sorry. I got spy plane numerous times. I got turret, which I gave to Jeremy. I got, what's the grenade gun?
A war machine.
War machine. That thing is sick. I slayed it.
Nice.
Sorry. Anyway.
She's having fun.
No, there's no reason to not be excited.
Yeah.
About that.
No, she's having
It was
fun.
on easy, but Jeremy did die 3 times.
So how many? What point total were you playing to? Was it like 100 then?
100, yeah.
So you went 60-3.
There were others on our team, other bots on our team.
Yeah.
It was a full 6v6 then.
Yeah, it was a full 6v6. but
Oh,
we were
so
the only 2
Jeremy
humans.
just played like terribly then.
Well, they were easy bots. I'm just saying the bots maybe must have got 10 kills between the 4 other ones that we had, so 2 or 3 kills apiece. I had more kills. I was like 55-3.
Yeah, that 3 is a pretty big number. Because it knocks your effective ratio down because she's 40-0.
Her KD is 40.
Yeah, and
mine's
yours is
5.5.
15.
Yeah, 15. Or 15. Yeah, that
Boom.
sounds about right.
That's right. Sorry.
But no, so the new map is really, really fun. I was gonna.
Does Kara wake you up in the middle of the night to gloat, Jeremy?
Yes, absolutely. Seems like you guys have known her for so long.
I'm a very competitive individual. Okay.
So what I was going to say is there's only 2 shotguns in the game, and if you get 2,500 critical kills with shotguns with each one, so you need 5,000 total, 25 with one, 25 on the other, you get purple diamond shotgun skins that you can carry into PvP. And from just playing naturally, I only needed like 300 on one of the shotguns, and then like I still need like 1,000 on the other. Well, I got the 300 last night, and I only need like 600 on the other now, and then I'll get this what's called Plague Diamond for playing in zombies. So today I was playing, and it makes the most sense. Now you can you can extract. So every 5 waves you can activate a helicopter. Tons and tons of zombies swarm you. Just throw a couple monkey grenades.
So I
and
was
then
going to ask, what does exfil stand for?
Exfiltration.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right.
So today I was playing, and there's like an Easter egg that you can get where it like these zombies will come out and they'll toss a box down for you, and it's got some juggernog and then a random weapon. And today I was playing this morning, and I got my juggernog, and it threw down a ray gun. So I got a ray gun.
Nice.
And I was trying to level my shotgun, but it's too fun to not to use a ray gun.
Yeah, I mean, if you get a ray gun, obviously you're going to use it. Like, you'd be stupid not to.
Good old Raymond gun.
Yep. And so yeah, Here's what actually, whenever you pick it up, it says like who made it, and it's like Ray something.
Funny.
Yeah.
Ray Skywalker. Ray Palpatine.
I just saw a joke about Ray, by the way. Oh yeah, I don't know why. It was how the end of 9 should have ended when she says Ray who, and then it's got Indiana Jones, and then the woman he saves from Meredith. What's her name? The one who's got the Marion. It's got Indiana and Marion sitting there, and then she's like, "I'm Ray Jones," and it's like her parents. I don't know. It was funny to me. The little Indiana Jones crossover.
Yes.
Speaking of which, you know, Games of Gold gives out 2 games every month. Mm-hmm. And then an old Xbox game. The Xbox game is a Indiana Jones game this month. From like 2003 or something. A really, really good one.
Remember you borrowed me one around high school time for the PS2 probably. And I played a lot of it.
It's really cool. I see some comments.
Porter's ray gun.
Porter. It is Porter's ray gun. It was Porter. Is it Ray Porter?
No, he just says Porter's ray gun.
Porter's. Well, there's a name to it anyway. Porter's. Who's sent that?
Jarrett.
Of course. Jarrett would know. Jarrett's key. So Jarrett taught me how to play zombies, and that's why I've been enjoying this one so much, because I'm actually able to, like, I can turn the power on myself, I can get the Easter egg by myself and survive. And oh, Jarrett, correct me if I'm wrong.
You are.
Do the megatons, do they have a weakness? Because I have been trying to get, like, you get challenges completed in bonus XP. You can put weapon mods on. So there's brain rot, frost, electrical, and fire. And I am not kidding. I put electrical on just for the challenge, and I can kill a what are they called? Megaton in like 2 shots. It's not even hard with electrical on. And it shows little lightning bolts when it hits them, but it's not applying the mod. I think they have a weakness. I think it's electricity. So that's kind of a cool
Jeremy's
thing.
been calling them megalodons. We all know a megalodon is one of those giant prehistoric sharks.
Yeah.
And this is a giant prehistoric radioactive zombie.
Technically World War II Nazi zombie.
Well, he's
That's
still
not
radioactive.
Radioactive.
And he's big.
So megaton, not megalodon.
So
I paid attention this morning while Jeremy was playing. I was waiting for that glowing beast to come up, and I was like, what is it? Ah, it's megaton, not megalodon.
Because it bothered you because it kept calling them megalodons.
A megalodon's a shark.
How do you know Nazis weren't sharks?
Because they were people.
I mean,
We have historical.
Barely.
Yeah. They were humanoids.
not literally, but figuratively. Right?
We're not playing this game.
Right?
What do our comments say?
Well, so Brad is apparently having some issue with Twitch chat not coming through on here.
Oh.
Hello, Gabe. James
Sup, Gabe?
says megalozomb.
Yes.
So Gabe,
Jared says he's not sure about the weakness thing.
got it. Then I'm right. Then they do have a weakness for electricity.
Then I'm right, obviously.
Gabe, you got to go.
Hello, I'm Jeremy, and look at me, I'm right.
At some point, Gabe, you got to go back and read.
So self-satisfied. Oh,
watch the beginning.
Jeremy.
Where I have a midlife crisis, Gabe, and let me know if you can jump. Well, so here's the other thing. So I'm not going to make you do it, but Kara, can you jump and tap your feet together twice before landing?
I don't know.
It's harder than you think because people's feet tend to just stick together after the first one, and then they drop like an anchor, and it's
Can you do
really
it?
funny. Of course, I wouldn't issue the challenge to people if I could do it.
You didn't challenge. You just asked if I could.
Well, because I don't want to make you do it. You're still only
I'd
6
probably
weeks
pee
up.
a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. And like so people just tend to jump and then they go like they try to click, but after the first time they go like this and then they click and then they just land. It's really funny.
Can you jump in? Like I can't do this, but can you do like the whole Newsies musical thing, jumping out to the side and clicking your heels together and going back down?
Well, I can click my feet together twice when I jump.
But that's not the same thing.
Well, I probably could.
So I see that you're putting both of your feet together like equally. Wouldn't it be easier to just do the heel click?
Well, now I feel like so you just know.
I want to see you do this. Get up and do it.
It's so easy, everybody. You just go. It's
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
So
solid.
yeah,
So now
not
try
too
to
hard.
do. Now try to.
all right, so now try to just do one, but just heels.
And there's 3.
Do one with just heels. Is that harder then?
Yes.
You're gonna
Okay.
wake our son up.
I'm jumping around like a crazy man here. Jumping around like a crazy man.
Welcome to Rise of the Podcast.
People, I'm telling you, they jump. Like, there's going to be people jumping at home. I guarantee it. When they jump, they're going to hit their feet together and they're going to sink. It's really funny. It's harder than it looks.
All right.
I'll tell you that I don't know that I could jump and do my feet once.
And my heart rate is elevated. It is absolutely ridiculous from just jumping. I feel like I ran half a mile.
Speaking of like the old age thing, like feeling like we're getting older. So on the same day that Jeremy's like leaping over broomsticks, we have for people that are in the area, they know that Amsoil Arena. But for those who don't know, it's like a professional grade hockey arena, and it's used for multiple things. It's part of the. I don't know exactly how it works. It's like it's connected to the deck. I don't know if they're like a single unit or not.
I don't even know. Yeah.
It's a whole thing. Anyway, it's huge. It is massive, and there's no way to get from one place in there to another place in there without walking like a million miles.
Correct. And even then from parking to, it's hard.
So, and I don't think that I'm alone in saying that like COVID has like reduced my athleticism score. So like I'm just not used to running all over like these massive places, right? And so combine that. Well, so I had a shoot there for a client, and so the client had nothing to do with the arena other than they're like partnered, basically, right? Like they sponsor each other, stuff like that, right? So they're filming the spot there. And they could not have picked a more roundabout way to go about production. So we started down on the ice. Then we were up on the second tier on the opposite side of the building.
No.
Then we were on the first floor. And then we were back down on the first tier in the stands, which you could have gotten into right from the ice. And then we were back up on the second floor.
Who coordinated this?
The people who
wanted to shoot.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't have any control over. They did like so. What they ended up doing is they shot it in sequence. Like this is our first shot. This is our second shot.
Oh,
so had they
Moronic.
just and I don't understand the layout of this place any better than anybody else.
right.
But the guy, our liaison from Amsoil, knows where all this stuff is. And you'd think that he'd have done a homie a solid and been like, why don't we shoot it in this order?
Right.
Seriously.
We'll shoot parts A, D, then E, and then we'll go do B and C.
So
It's kind of like when you read us off the Mad Libs and like what you need, what words you need. You're like, I need this many nouns, I need this many adjectives, I need this many whatevers, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like I need this, then this, and then this, and this. Like, it just makes it easy.
Exactly. Oh, I missed a lot of chat apparently. I'm waiting for BB-8 takeout. I'm guessing that's Jeremy taking that out. Yep. Newsies is an excellent musical, says Cameron.
Yes, I love Newsies.
No, get out
I
of here
have
with
been
your
trying to
Newsies.
get Jeremy to watch Newsies with Christian Bale. I adore that movie so much. Like,
Any movie that's known for sidekicks.
I know, right?
It's like, oh, the plot of it's incredible. It's like, no, they dance around and click their heels together.
well, you know what it's about, right?
No.
So Newsies is basically about like back in the day, they were trying to sell the newspapers, and I think they jacked up the prices on them, and so the Newsies weren't making as much money, and so they went on strike, and so then the newspapers brought in unionized. It actually happened.
No, but why does this sound interesting?
It's like, and
It's
then
really
he took over the
good.
Senate by manipulating everybody.
Yes.
It's really good, and so then like the newspapers brought in these union boys, and the Newsies.
One second. ASMR time.
You're so funny.
I'm thirsty. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Anyway, it's really good. I highly recommend everybody watch it. I've been trying to get Jeremy to watch Phantom of the Opera and Newsies.
See, now, here's where your plan failed. You already married him. If you made a contingent on watching these films,
I would absolutely watch them.
Here's the funny thing. Jeremy has heard all of the Phantom of the Opera music because I have the piano book at home, and I will sit there and I will sing all of the Phantom of the Opera music.
Yeah,
and
I'd never heard it before. Yeah, but
And
the
so-
Phantom of the Opera is there inside my mind. I've never heard or seen the movie, but I
he knows
know
the
the music.
I'm the Phantom of
Yes, right?
the Opera.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
it's
That's not the words, but
no, but that's the it's the theme.
the Phantom of the Opera.
No, what I was gonna say. So in my mind though, because there's clicking heels, I imagine since they raised the price of the newspapers, then the Newsies have to like dance in order to get people to buy the newspapers. So it's like dinner and a show. Like, it's like, well, here, have a dance with your newspaper. Now maybe you'll buy it.
You almost made
Oh
me
my
spray
I know you did.
Pepsi all over this. That would have been, don't say things that I'm drinking. We're falling further behind in chat, and there's some good stuff in here.
Okay. Anyway, you need to watch the Newsies. Excellent movie.
Efren Ramos says, hi, guys. Latin Operation Forces says,
Hey,
greetings
guys.
from Yoshi. I said it right this time.
Sup,
Kyra,
Yoshi?
FR Cruz, and Sammy.
So, for Gabe, and I want to say hi to, is it Cameron? Or who said hello for the first time, I think.
I think he's commented before, but Cameron
Okay.
on Facebook.
Hello, Cameron from
Says
Facebook.
Newsies is an excellent musical, so maybe don't say hello to him because he's trying to get you to watch Newsies.
No, we need to get Jeremy to watch the Newsies.
But, so,
Excellent.
Latin Operation Forces and Gabe, this is funny to you guys. So we were building this, and there was, for some reason, it reminded me of, I don't know why I brought up Yoshi. Oh, because I don't know, somebody was talking about Mario's. Or
Yeah,
Goombas or
we had a
whatever.
recent video on
Oh, yeah.
Breakable revolving around Mario characters.
But for the first time ever, this is funny to me. Before today, whenever I hear the word Yoshi, I think of the green guy with the tongue from Mario Brothers.
Now you think of the green guy from Puerto
After
Rico.
today, when I hear Yoshi, I think of Yoshi from LOF First or the Latin Operation Forces.
Yep.
But
I agree.
more than the green guy. I just think now I think of Yoshi. Now I think of
You've had more meaningful
J-O-S-H-I-I.
interaction recently with him. I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a cool thing. You now have the headcanon in my brain for the word Yoshi. That is pretty cool to me.
James said, the pandemic, yeah, that's what lowered my athletics score.
All right, I'll tell you what. My athletic score since having a child has gone up because Darth Screamus, I love him so much. Don't get me wrong. He sometimes,
knows when you stop and we walk around.
He will be asleep in your arms, and you're like, yes. And you'll sit down, and he'll be laying there. He'll be like, he'll look at you with one eye, and then he'll start like. He'll start getting real angry. And so then you get back up. He knows. It's like he's got this gyroscope or something inside of him that has to keep moving, you know?
I just love it because you could do the whole thing where you stand up, his eye shut. You sit down, it opens.
Yep,
and
it's
then like
just
if you do the
one
half
eye.
stand, it like half shuts. And if you just die, like the do, then he's open and shut and open and shut.
Seriously, it is literally one because he likes to go belly to belly with you. And so his head is facing inward. So you really only see the one eye. But he'll be like,
Was it Jurassic Park where the raptors look through the glass with just the one eye?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Oh, that's
So
what
yeah,
it's like.
he one-eyes you. And it's like, shoot. And they have to get up and keep walking.
Speaking of which, there was probably some more chat there.
Oh, there's tons of chat. I'm still way behind.
I'll finish. So there was an awesome. I don't know why somebody did this. Somebody played and did a whole comic on the scene "Clever Girl" from Jurassic Park.
Clever girl.
And so here's how it starts, right? So we know Clever Girl. The raptors were working in pairs, and the one sneaks up and eats them from the side, right? Well, instead of that happening, he put a robot there, and he is also hunting in twos now. That character. So then the raptor eats the robot and looks at him and goes, "Clever guy." And then the other one, then there's a bomb in it. And then they disarm the bomb, and he's watching from the thing. So the raptor disarms the bomb, and he's like, "Clever girl." And then they throw the bomb at him, and then he dodges it or whatever. And then
Oh my
he deactivates
goodness.
it, and then the raptor's like, "Clever guy." And it just keeps going back and forth between clever girl, clever guy. And it's the funniest thing because I never thought would take that Joker scene any further.
Oh
It's
That's
just
pretty
so
good.
funny. It is great.
All right, we got a lot of musicals we got to get through. So
Yes.
Brad says Music Man is the best. Phantom is cheesy.
Okay, Music Man, first musical that I costumed while I was working in the costume department at Northwestern, the college I went to.
Really quick, Music Man, scale 1 to 10. What's it for you?
Music Man, I'd give it like a 7.
All
7,
right,
8.
fine.
It's a good movie. I like it.
That's just because Kara doesn't like to go below 5.
Okay, seriously, Music Man is an excellent musical. It's not my favorite, though, you know.
Wow.
Cats.
Wow.
I've never watched it. I don't have a desire to watch it.
She really doesn't like cats.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. James says, Jeremy, yes, watch Phantom of the Opera.
Yes, thank you.
Efren, I'm sorry, I'm bad at pronouncing names. Anyway, he liked my ASMR time.
Oh, nice.
I'm appealing to all demographics.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
way to go,
All
guys.
dem-
Yoshi
Demogorgons.
says hello. Hashtag Yoshi.
Hey,
Yes,
Yoshi.
Yoshi.
James says 7 Brides for 7 Brothers.
That's a movie?
Yeah.
It's a
I've not seen
musical,
that.
I think.
Did I watch that with Mimi? I don't think I have.
Les Mis, says Cameron. Okay, what
Okay.
we're doing right now is just putting together a list of things that I'm never gonna watch.
I was gonna say I watched Les Mis during kind of a depressed time of my life, and so
Whoa.
I mean, it was
Let's rewind. When did you have a depressed time?
Around
It was way before
2015,
I
I
met
think
you.
it was.
it was way
Chris.
before I met you, and I wasn't depressed. I was just struggling. Anyway,
Tell me, how do you feel? You can lay down. We can talk about this. Chris, notepad.
Good Lord.
I wish.
Anyway,
We need a
I
cheese
watched-
stick wrapper.
I did not like Les Mis just because it's kind of depressing.
Was it the?
Does it have Hugh Jackman in it? Or?
Yeah, it's
yeah,
with
the-
Hugh Jackman and
What's his name? Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe. It's
I'm
got
Russell
Anne
Crowe.
Hathaway.
Right.
It's got a lot of big names in it. But Anne Hathaway apparently is only in that movie for like 15 minutes. But she got a nomination. I don't know if she won it, but she got a nomination for Best Supporting Actress. And she was only in there for like 15 minutes. But like
I mean, if you're that good,
she was excellent in her role. Like just so much emotion and just she like put her all into it. Really good.
I've really only
But-
seen her in The Princess Diaries, and I just found out that the twirl she does on the bleachers when she falls was not scripted. She accidentally fell, but they just ran with it. So, and she hates being called Anne. She prefers Annie.
I know.
Only,
Annie Hathaway.
only her
Sounds
mother calls her Anne, and it's only when
600
she's in
years
trouble,
old. Like,
right?
I'm Annie Hathaway.
Well, hey, careful about who you're throwing Annie around there now.
What? No, your mom was the pinnacle of vibrance and youth. Let's talk about the rent, Anne.
Oh, right, right.
Anyway,
Any other chat to get
yeah.
caught up on?
James says Wicked.
I have not seen Wicked, but I want to.
That's supposed to be pretty dang good.
Yeah, everything I've heard about it is it's excellent. And
Anybody
I really want
watched?
to watch it.
Anybody seen Book of Mormon?
I have not.
So that's the people that made South Park did a satirical send-up musical about Mormons. I was like, those people that go door
Which
to
one is
door.
it?
My brain stopped working for a minute. Gabe says listener mail, eyeball looking emoji.
Wait, what? Do we have listener mail?
Hold on. Oh my goodness, hold on.
You, Jeremy?
Oh yeah. That's okay. He sent it 3 minutes ago. That's not my fault. That's not my fault.
Mary Poppins? Mary Poppins is good.
I love Mary Poppins. So the musicals I grew up with as a kid, Mary Poppins, Sound of Music, My Fair Lady.
I hate Sound of Music.
Really?
It is
Just leave.
the
Leave. You're fired.
longest,
You're fired.
most
Oh my
boring.
goodness, Christopher Plummer just died.
Yeah.
What?
The captain.
Yeah, Captain
yeah,
Von
he
Trapp.
died yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah, and he
How
Edelweiss. I
sad.
mean, dude, he also was a gray neckbeard. He was a graybeard in Skyrim. Did you know that? He's Agnes or whatever in Skyrim.
Neckbeard, yes. The throat of the world and the neckbeards.
Yes.
Willy Wonka. No, I hate Willy Wonka.
That's
I
not
didn't-
a thing.
It's a musical.
Yeah.
Each of the kids, as they met their demise, there was
Oh, yeah.
a musical
then
that
it's like-
Oompa Loompa sang.
Oh, then like what's his face gets a couple of songs.
Mm-hmm.
Willy Wonka. Why can't I remember his name? The actor, whatever.
Oh, Gene Wilder.
Yeah, he gets a couple of songs.
I also grew up with State Fair,
In a world of
Oklahoma.
imagination.
Just saying right now, everybody, I just found out the Latin Operation Forces has a YouTube page that I learned about from Gage. Oh, and we're learning Spanish. We can watch that. All right, I'll read the mail. Read the mail.
That could be a
We
good
got
way
some
for us to learn
chat.
Spanish,
You get
yo.
your Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yes, excellent
Kara
movie.
bought that movie on Blu-ray because it was on
I
sale.
love
It's sitting in our DVD
It's-
cabinet.
Have you watched it?
No.
It's like
that's
okay.
It's so good.
No.
You've got rose tinted glasses from your childhood. It's okay.
It's so good.
You know what she wants to make me watch? Wait, Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plains.
And the waving
Was that West
waves can
Pacific?
sure smell sweet as the wind comes right behind the rain.
when the song about your state is about the grass that grows
Actually,
outside, you
Chris.
know your state has nothing going
Chris,
on.
I do feel bad for Chip. We did sing when he was being crabby at home the other day.
It quieted him down.
Kara busted out doe, a deer, a female deer. And I joined in. We both sang it, but we're just bellowing it out because he likes high volumes because of white noise.
You guys are the Von
But it was
Trapps.
so funny because we're both like, doe, a deer. And we're just
I was
belting
singing-
it out. It was
I like
hilarious.
saying all the Sound of Music to him. I sang
The
Oklahoma.
movie is 9 hours long and one thing happens.
So good.
It's not though.
And then she
It
starts doing,
is.
what would you do about Maria?
I
Pinning
turn
a
this
wave
thing off
upon-
right now.
So yes, Chip is gonna grow up in a very my best friend
Chris.
Mimi. She
Chris. High
Wizard
on
of
a hill
Oz is
with
good.
High on a hill with a lonely goat herd. Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay.
hee-hoo.
That song is the music.
It is not.
The
It is
music in the
bad.
Sound of Music is fantastic. I'll
it
give it
is.
that much.
Terrible.
I will give it.
Terrible.
I love it. It is so good.
It's on, okay. It's on like every Easter or something like that.
Why is it on every Easter?
Isn't it Christmas?
Or maybe it's Christmas. I don't know whatever time of the year it's on is the worst time of year.
I love Sound of Music.
If you want to send us an email, you can reach out to us at contact@Rise of the Podcast, like Gabriel did from the Latin Operation Forces, which I will read really quickly. That is why I went with my personal YouTube channel. I bounced over and I subscribed to him, but here's what we got. Latin Operation Forces, Gabriel, Yoshi, Chimera, Frankie, all these guys says, hello to my favorite podcast. Tonight we launched our first podcast on Twitch. You guys are our inspirations. I want to thank you for all the support. Now we are finally creating our podcast and YouTube channel, and it's all because we look up to you guys for new ideas and inspiration. So
That is
thank
awesome.
you,
You guys
so,
are so nice.
much. And we have subscribed to you. And Chris, we've talked about you made it when somebody is inspired. You inspire somebody to create something.
Yep.
So thank you so much. It means the world to us that you guys say those kinds of words. You have inspired us to learn Spanish and to keep going with this. Yeah, keep going because you guys.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like
And Brad.
if nobody showed up, if we were just talking to the empty universe, this probably would have folded a year ago.
Right.
Yeah. But we've got Brad and Latin Operation Forces and Juliet and I mean
And James coming into the
is
hot
here.
comment.
Yeah, you
James
guys.
is here all the time.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
We love it. Even if we just had that little group of people that we talk to, I think I'd be willing to continue
yeah,
doing this because you guys
absolutely.
are our friends. You know,
I have a good
we
memory.
like you guys.
I remember that we had Ryan Seacrest comment, I look like Sheldon.
after
He hasn't come back.
What's her face leaves him.
Well, yeah, after Amy Farrah. No.
Amy Farrah Fowler,
yeah, Amy
yeah.
Farrah Fowler, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I remember Gibby. Hello, Gibby.
Brad says, I'm here, but apparently have inspired nothing.
Well, no.
No, I said that if Brad and Latin Opera, if
Yeah.
if it was just you guys, I'd continue doing this because
Yeah.
you guys are our friends.
And actually, Brad.
I loved your email, Brad. So that's
your
just
Brad,
like you keep thinking
your
about
Brad,
it. It's
your
like,
email was a huge inspiration to us. And Chris is like, I'm anxiously awaiting. Did you get anything from Brad yet? Did you get anything from Brad yet? Like, no, not yet. I will let you know.
I need to see the swag pile.
Yeah, exactly. And I have contact information. We still need to send Gabriel the hot Pocky chip, which is now selling for on Amazon, Gabe, just so you know. I think I bought it for between $7 and $9. It's going for like $45 on Amazon.
Yeah, they have really weird intermittent quantities. So
Yeah.
like you can, it's almost like buying a graphics card.
Yeah.
If you can get it in stock for $7, that's what it's worth.
Yep.
But if you really, really want one and you just can't find it, people are
Yep.
spending ridiculous piles of cash on them.
Yeah, because you just want to be
Okay,
able to get
Brad, I might have editorialized a little bit. Just don't worry about it.
wait, what?
We're moving on. I added an extra word to make it sound like you intentionally forgot Brad.
Oh, got it.
But anyway, just moving on.
Okay.
What?
Anyways, so Chip, we still got to send, not our Chip, the Chip to Gabe.
The
What if we
Chip.
said the wrong Chip and then Chip
Well,
showed
so
up?
Kara would murder you first.
I-
Chip showed
yes,
up in
I
Puerto
would.
Rico.
I would
And he-
track down whatever plane it was on, and I would.
Gabe sends a selfie with Chip. Hey guys,
Thanks for
so
sending
like,
your
so
kid,
imagine
but
like the hot chip challenge would be completely different. It's
Right.
just Chip being like, hello,
Yeah.
ladies."
so fun.
Okay, do you guys remember? Okay, Gabe commented about their first episode podcast length. I'm gonna pull up our first podcast.
Oh my
You guys
goodness.
guess
It
how
is
long
so
our first
cringy.
podcast was.
45 minutes.
No, not even close. It was we struggled to hit 20 minutes. That's what I want to say.
Really?
Because we were so rigid.
Now we can't shut up.
We were so rigid. And Chris, we were so bad. Do you remember we had the whiteboard behind your head
Yep.
with every single topic, and we literally would just like went topic to topic.
I would write all that stuff down.
And then as
before
soon as we
every
would like
podcast.
get to the end of one, I would immediately just rigidly cut into the next one and be like, we are talking about Minecraft Earth. And now Galaxy's Edge is here.
Oh my
and we can go.
Actually, like this is kind of interesting. What was our title for our first podcast episode?
we started a podcast.
No, that was our first video that we posted, which is now unlisted because it was so cringe.
Yep.
Oh, aren't they
That's the
all?
only video I've ever unlisted on this channel.
Yep.
Is that because it is very cringy.
I would love if Brad somehow OBS'd it. We still have
Oh
it.
my goodness.
That'd be so funny.
We'll turn it back on. Maybe every year on our anniversary we'll make it live
there
for a
we
day,
go.
That'd be
Yeah.
and then we'll shut it back off.
Be like,
Yeah.
this was. Look how far we've come.
732 views, 27 likes. People like
Really?
On the first
got over
podcast?
it. No, on the first video.
Oh.
We started a podcast. Star Wars Amusement Park
Yeah, it was a Galaxy's Edge.
was the name of our
Because that was
first.
before Galaxy's Edge opened.
Yep.
Yep, because we were talking about like our speculation for the droid building and
Yeah.
everything.
All right. Here's the description of our first. I don't know why this is so interesting to me. The description for our very first podcast.
man.
The original episode of Rise of the Podcast. We talk Star Wars Celebration, Galaxy's Edge, libraries, next gen VR, and why Jeremy doesn't like Psych.
That's right. You don't like Psych. There's something seriously mentally wrong.
What are you
with
doing?
not
You
liking
just called
Psych.
your husband mentally wrong.
Well, you did marry Kara.
And
Yeah,
that's true. I mean,
Buzzinga.
that is true.
Okay, so
The
but
depressed Kara.
our very first podcast was 42 minutes long.
See, I was closer.
Really? We rattled on for 42 minutes?
Podcast 2 was 21 minutes.
Got it. That's the one I was thinking about. Was that Minecraft Earth?
Yes.
That's why, because Minecraft Earth was like, I don't know, I didn't have enough to talk about. That game flopped.
Yeah.
Podcast 3 was Oculus Quest. Podcast 4 was
The Oculus
Star Wars
Quest
Lego
one,
Fact
Quest.
Face Off.
The Oculus Quest one was so funny because did we put clips of Kara when she saw the mouse droid in VR for the first time?
I don't know if we did or not.
Vader's.
Was that
It came out
that
2 years
long
ago.
ago that I live streamed the Vader's Castle or whatever?
Well, here's the thing.
Or we didn't live stream it.
Jeremy
it was,
live streamed part of it.
yeah,
But here's
he just
the thing.
recorded me playing it.
Oh, that's so ridiculous. This is how messed up I am. We started the podcast after Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I keep thinking the first one was before, and it was definitely after because Vader Immortal wasn't out until after the Star Wars Celebration.
Correct.
And so yeah, it was out, and that was probably the one that we streamed and got the quest and did the thing.
Crazy.
So Gabe had mentioned, so keep in mind, like we didn't even have a set time. We kind of say, let's keep it around an hour and a half these days. But there's no hard and fast rules. If we need to cut a short one, we will.
Yeah.
But it generally, like, by the time it gets to 8, we'll start, like, backing into our last things that we're going to talk about, and we wrap it up about 8:30.
We have a nice schedule.
So Gabe said, tonight we were supposed to keep it to an hour and 30 minutes and went on for 2 hours.
Yes.
Once you get into a groove,
Well-
the time evaporates, man.
Like how long, Gabe? When you, on May 4th, when the first time you watched us, we prattled on for what, 2 hours 15 or something like that.
It was just over 2 hours.
Yeah, like it's so easy, especially if you live stream. It is so easy just to like go on and on and on and talk about.
Oh,
Whatever,
you guys,
you know?
their first one was 2 hours and 26 minutes.
Oh my goodness,
That's longer than our longest one ever, I'm
That's
pretty
insane.
sure.
You
Now,
guys,
I don't know how long of like a beginning hold screen they have.
Are you guys?
So,
Are you guys live streaming, or are you like
No,
pre-recording?
it looks
and-
fantastic. They've got like a
Let's see.
Microsoft Teams thing going on. Looks really, really good, guys.
All right, well, now you know what I'm going to have to
Aw.
do.
Nice.
Kara.
It's just
I'm
like
sure they
we're
wanna be
our
like,
friends that we.
No, well, no,
have
you're
never
all
seen.
gentle. They did
Oh,
probably.
look at those BA guys.
Yeah, that's what they're looking for. They're like, "Grrr." They're like revving car. They want to hear diesel engines revving and rolling cars. Grrr.
Sunday. Check out Latin Operation Forces on YouTube live for 90
That's what they
minutes
want
at
to
a
hear.
time.
They don't want you to look at their
can't
podcast and go,
do
Gabe is
that.
smiling in this specific spot, so that's even
I
funnier.
know. He just-
So, really
you
quick.
all look so happy.
Brad says he likes the pillow.
Oh, nice.
That pillow has made intermittent appearances.
It has. I don't know.
So, in
Gabe
the-
said it was an awesome experience, and we already have a viewer that's waiting for next week's part. You guys have a Brad.
you have a Brad.
Yes. Having a Brad is like
That's what
it's
keeps you going.
It does. It
Yeah, it's
really
like
does.
when you're shivering and cold.
Now
at night,
you
you can
just
just
wait.
think of Brad and
You
be
just
warmed
wait
by the thought.
until you're a couple episodes in, and then Brad doesn't show.
Oh,
That will destroy you guys.
It
So just remember, it's
You'll
like
be
the
building
stock
some
market.
Legos, and then he'll.
Jeremy had to get some therapy when you didn't comment, Brad.
We just wait until they don't. Mark my word, you have to like average it out. Like they're not going to be able to make every one. Although Gabe hasn't missed one since May, so.
Well, I mean, these are live streams. You can chat with us, but like, I like if somebody pre-records their stuff, I like to kind of let things build up and then watch a bunch in a row.
I want you guys to know, and I'm not trying to pick on anybody here, but over the whole GameStop thing, AOC did a live stream. She could not get Chris. It would have killed you.
It would have
She
absolutely
She like tried to
slayed
phone
you.
somebody in, and it just like she couldn't get OBS working, and then she had the screen resolution all wrong. Your guys' podcast looks fantastic. It looks great. I love it. So now I got to know really quickly in the middle, top middle. I can totally obviously know that that's Gabe, but Gabe, who is everybody else?
Yoshi is top right, isn't he?
Hold on. So what's is it just Latin Operation Forces on YouTube?
Twitch? On Twitch. The podcast is on Twitch. Sorry, don't mind us. This is a big time in our lives. It looks good. It looks
does.
really, really
it looks
good.
really good.
Is it the or just Latin Operation Forces?
It is the Latin Operation Forces.
I'm going to try and bring up a look at that. Okay, so we'll follow his Rise of the Podcast, of course.
I should pop on over there and because I've got Twitch on here somewhere.
Somebody's got a nice looking computer in the background too in the bottom left.
Oh, WandaVision spoilers. I'm not going to watch this one.
Oh my goodness, guys, I'm watching WandaVision. The first 2 episodes, it was kind of hard to get into, but like the last 2, oh my goodness, like
Chris, that looks better than anything Get Vocal put together.
Oh, that looks great.
Did that look fantastic?
Window capture.
I want to know how you guys synced up your how you synced up your audio. That's fantastic.
There you guys are. Let's follow. Boop.
But name off who's who, and then I'll be set.
Oh, will this not let me oh, there it is. Oh, no. Okay, I guess I have to have it up. So I can't look at our OBS thing, but look how good that looks. That looks way better than our first podcast.
Way better.
Right? Seriously, my goodness.
You guys have more guests too. Or a solid crew.
I'm pegging our internet. Sorry, I gotta close this. Sorry, guys.
Are we dropping frames left and right?
We just started to, so whoops. Oh, and then there's our YouTube. So yeah, you can see we started a podcast. Unlisted.
It was.
All right,
it was
check
so
the chat
cringy
and see
in
if
the
they name
beginning.
off who's who.
Cameron says the side quests, reminiscence, and tangents are what make your channel so enjoyable to watch live.
Thank you so much.
Side quest. That's a good
I like
name
that.
Yeah,
I like that.
That'd be a good
Okay,
name for
so
a
Gabe
podcast.
says-
Yeah,
Side
what?
quest.
It's Frankie, Chimera, Yoshi,
I would-
Junker, Sammy with no cam, and himself.
I need to know what order. I need to know the upper left. Then I know it's Gabe. And then who else? So it'd be like
So you wanted to list it from top left to top right, and then bottom left to bottom right?
correct.
I'm sorry, Gabe. Jeremy can be very demanding sometimes. And as such, we were going to cut away from him.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh my God, viewership skyrockets.
Right. Speaking of skyrocketing,
Yeah, I was gonna say our shorts.
so we've tried a couple YouTube shorts, and they've done
I do
really
the
well.
shorts. I do the Lego quick brick reviews.
Which, you know what's
Me.
But
funny?
you're
The
building
title
a thing.
sequence for the Quick Book Reviews has Jeremy in them. Because it's just from the regular reviews. And
Oh,
I made the thing,
yep.
so it's like it shows the both of you, but then it's like only ever you.
It's so the one that's gonna be released.
Jeff says, hi, Kara. I think because of the lag of
Yeah.
cutting into the...
But no, it's funny because I totally messed up that intro of the one that's gonna be coming out on Friday, and I love that you just kept it. It's so freaking funny. Should I start over? No, just go with it.
Okay. No, I think that's the one that came out today.
Oh, was it the
think
build that
Was it the Build in the Bag one? Oh, yeah, never mind. That was the one that, yeah. So, yeah, that one comes out on like Tuesday.
Yeah, so it's pretty.
But anyways,
I loved it.
One of those videos that got 1,300 views.
James, sorry, like there's a weird lag between when we do stuff.
I know.
When I cut to you, James said I could watch that view all night.
Much better than the
We should do the shorts in shorts, says Brad.
Oh my goodness.
So Gabe says it's Frankie, myself, Yoshi, and then Junker, Chimera, Sam.
See, I was right. Yoshi is in the upper right. I don't know why. I feel I've seen a picture somewhere.
Shorts in shorts.
Nobody wants to see my legs because here's the thing. My legs don't tan. So all I have are these nasty, pasty Scandinavian legs and nobody wants to see them. So basically during the summer, I wear pants. I wear pants during the summer unless absolutely necessary.
Frankie's in the upper left. Is that correct?
Yep.
Frankie's got some sweet Funko Pops in the background
Wait,
and a
you
really
got-
nice Baby Yoda.
Baby
Is this what the
Yoda.
podcast has become? Us checking out other podcasts on the podcast?
Sorry. That was just the interesting thing to me.
Isn't that Baby Yoda?
It is, but that's still a nice Baby Yoda.
Nice.
All right, so Kara, you've seen Chris. Are you watching WandaVision?
I haven't started it yet. I want to watch it.
Do
I'd
it.
asked you if you guys were going to watch it, if we were going to watch it
I've
together.
been watching it.
Kara's
Jeremy
just
had
started watching.
no
I have not
desire.
watched it yet.
I asked Jeremy, I was like, do you have any desire to watch WandaVision? He said, no, go watch it. And I'm like, okay. So I've
It's
been
because
watching
Kara
it.
needs stuff to watch.
I have plenty of
She
stuff
has
to watch.
musicals, dude.
I've got Discovery Plus, Netflix,
Oh.
Disney Plus.
My goodness. So we did a whole pot. We should go revisit that one and have it be the theme. Did you see the next streaming service they have out?
What?
Okay, off the top of my head, here we go. Boom. Here's what we got. First one I ever had, Netflix. Next big one, Hulu. Then Amazon Prime.
You missed Blockbuster Video.
That
That was a streaming service.
That's
Was
I
it
had
really?
that. Yeah, it came up before Netflix.
Okay, speaking of Blockbuster, I'm sorry, really quick. I saw they tweeted during the whole GameStop thing. Blockbuster tweeted, they said, hey, Reddit, can you fix us or whatever? Or show us what you can do, Reddit.
Can you buy some Blockbuster stock, basically?
I don't even think their stock exists anymore.
It doesn't. So, okay, all right, so here we go. Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime. Then we have, wow, this is crazy. We have Disney Plus. We have Apple now.
Apple
We have
Plus.
Until March, isn't it?
Discovery. Well, I'm just saying, like, what exists.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We have Discovery. I've heard that there's Peacock. I don't have Peacock yet.
HBO.
HBO has had one forever. That's always watched. Game of
CBS All
Thrones.
Access.
CBS All Access. Isn't that Peacock now or no?
No, Peacock's NBC.
Man. Then
Stars.
the new one that I saw, just an ad for today, Paramount has their own streaming service coming
It's
out
ridiculous.
in March.
You forgot
Paramount.
ESPN Plus.
That doesn't count.
It's a streaming service.
I know, but it doesn't even have live sports on it. It's all sports documentaries. That's it.
Yeah.
It's-
I mean, I like sports docs.
Do you need a whole streaming service, Chris, for sports? And then, let's not just forget, YouTube is a thing.
Yeah.
Like, in and of itself.
You can get a lot of the
Yeah.
stuff that you list on those things
I
on
know.
YouTube.
But
But you can
Paramount
watch full
Plus,
movies
really?
on YouTube now, can't you? If you have YouTube movies or whatever.
YouTube has free movies. But
I watched Terminator 2 on YouTube the other
Yeah.
day.
when I tried to watch Terminator 2 on YouTube, it said I wasn't allowed.
Ha.
Even though we had the
Sucker.
same premium account.
Gabe said we talked about WandaVision, but only the first 4 episodes. He hasn't watched the last one yet.
Wait, there's only 4 out.
No, there's a fifth one.
Oh, no, never mind. I did watch the 5th one.
Are you sure?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, apparently Paramount is taking over CBS All Access.
What?
So here's the dumb thing. There's only one thing on CBS All Access that I even cared about, and that was the new Star Trek. And the only place
The
to get it was
Picard
there.
one?
Yeah, it was only on CBS All Access. And I was like, I'm not going to pay $7 a month just to watch that. I was like, I'll wait until it fails and then watch it free somewhere else.
Right.
I do want to go and watch all the Star Treks.
They're
Don't
they're
judge.
so good, dude.
I grew,
I have
like
no
said, I
beef
grew
with
up
it,
with
but I don't need any more
Next Gen.
streaming services.
You can watch them
A
all
lot of
on-
Star Trek is on Netflix.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, for sure, the original Star Trek, TNG, Voyager, and Discovery.
I was gonna say Mimi and Josh, I think, watched all of the Star Trek on Netflix, and Picard's not on Netflix though.
Well, so that ties into this next comment. So Brad says he uses a VPN on his Netflix and watches other streaming services show on Netflix in other countries. For example, he watched the new Star Trek on Netflix in the UK.
Oh, smart! You
know,
gotta figure
it's-
out how to do that.
It's easy.
Well,
It is. There's a
It's
billion-
easy.
It's easy,
My name's
guys.
Jeremy.
My name's
It's easy.
So, for example, when I was overseas, they had Fargo over there, and they did not have it over here, and that's where Ewan McGregor.
I believe Fargo is over here in North Dakota.
Yeah, you're so.
Jeremy
funny.
thinks that I look like Ewan McGregor's wife in
looks
A
identical.
Girlfriend.
in Fargo,
and
in
actual in
season
real
3.
life now too, his
haven't-
girlfriend.
I've only seen season 1 of Fargo.
Anyway, he thinks I look
Dude,
like
it's
her.
good, is it
I should
not?
cosplay
Yeah, it's
as
great.
her.
Yeah.
I should get her crazy like multicolor fur jacket and just cosplay as her if I look so much like her.
Crazy. Anyway, streaming services are getting out of hand. That was the whole.
Yeah, we had a whole podcast
Yeah.
dedicated to that.
Guess what number podcast that was?
15.
22.
$26.
I was
Dang it,
close.
Kara was way closer, but she went over. Just kidding. No,
I
she
was
didn't.
under.
I know. I
If
was
we're
trying
playing Prices Right.
I was
I'd
trying to
win.
reverse Price of Right, you, but I would have also.
Price
been-
of right. This is the price of right.
Anyways, so Kara, I haven't told you this story yet, but there is a video that I watched the other day, and I called Chris about it because I was really sad. And this is applicable to Latin Operation Forces, or really anybody, but it was like gear that you need to feel that you need to buy in order to do production. And so this guy went around. What are you pointing at me like that for? What are you pointing at me?
We need more lights. We need more.
There's no
lighting.
such thing as too many lights.
We have lights sitting around doing nothing.
No.
They're We Chris
reserved
used someone
lights.
on just for a client.
We literally did. We made money. Those lights paid for themselves on that one shoot.
But
We have lights at home still.
here's what was really fun. And I used those. I used them to find the screws for the license plate. I took
Paid
them
for
on the
itself.
driveway and light them up. Yeah, that saved money and a tire and
It
everything.
saved you $1 whole.
No. If we would have drove over the screw, that's a tire.
Yeah, I
That's
literally
all
did that.
$100.
I literally did that in my driveway 2 months ago, and it
Yeah.
was.
If he would have used the
And
lights out
Jeremy had
there.
to pick me up.
Yeah. Now imagine if you would have used all the studio lights to light up the driveway, you would have seen the screw.
I would have seen through the core of the earth.
Can you imagine having these hooked up to your garage as your garage?
My
lights?
neighbors would hate us.
So what I want to talk about is, guys, don't be tempted to buy stuff you don't need. And here's was the funny story. Now,
Here's a funny story.
so go ahead.
I forgot the gimbal.
I figured you did. I'll just drive over there. I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm kidding. But
Sorry, go ahead.
anyways, so
Bring it tomorrow's Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, good point.
okay, so I watched this video and this guy calls up people that he knows and he starts asking him what's one piece of gear you've bought that you regretted. So the first one they asked, and it was like, I regret buying we'll just go, I can't remember the order, but he was like, I regret buying a drone. I don't use it nearly enough. Well, the ridiculous thing, that guy bought 2 drones because he was so excited. So then he uses one, but he like doesn't use the other one. And then he's like, oh, I gave it away. So he regretted buying a drone. So I was like, oh, that hurts me right in the feels because we have a drone.
And you love flying it.
And then the next guy is like, oh, I regret buying a gimbal. It's like, I'm just going to get all these smooth, buttery shots. And then he's like, it just takes so long to set up. And IBIS is so good and Sony cameras now. I don't need it. And so
You can tell, though, when people
gimbal's
are using a
smooth.
gimbal or
It's so
not.
smooth.
Yeah,
It looks
the
great.
the gimbal's mechanical stabilization is still better than optical stabilization.
100%. Like,
100%.
I'll be watching. I don't remember what. It was a trailer for something, or we were watching something, and I remember I was like, they should have used a gimbal right there instead of like hand holding it.
It must be a pretty bad show if Kara thinks about the cinematography of your show and thinks that wasn't smooth enough.
It gets jittery, and it's like, oh.
On the flip side of that, I realize how much Top Gear juices their shots and adds in the rumble. None of that is. I realize like as they pan the shot as the car goes by, there's just tons of camera shake, which looks so cool, but that's totally after.
That's in post.
It's
yeah.
in post.
No, Gabe, RGB doesn't count, but you can still not have too much lights in your computer either, according to Jeremy. According to Jeremy, there's no such thing as too many lights in your computer.
Okay.
No, Gabe has a light up controller even. Even his controller is RGB.
My keyboard and mouse are RGB because they're the cheapest ones that I could buy.
So the third thing is basically like a GoPro. They're like, oh, I regret buying my GoPro. It just doesn't like audio and so then I was like really starting to get sad. I was like, I have all of those things, and then the next person,
I would say we get the most use out of a GoPro probably than anybody on this planet.
well, that's true.
Probably.
Okay.
Nobody uses a GoPro more than us, I think.
So then 4.
Your sister uses one solely, doesn't she?
No, so she uses it for her B-roll. She has 3 GoPros that she uses a lot. She has 3 Hero 7s.
So anyway, so the fourth one, I was like, there's no way. I'm like, what's something that these guys have bought that I don't have, right? Fourth one, no, teleprompter. I was like, no, we
Okay.
have a teleprompter.
But
'Cause
you
when we
did
bought it
use it, and
first-
it paid for itself when you did the Sappy shoot.
Yes, and then also we used it for Star Wars Every Days, which that's how we got
Yep.
to like talk to and interact with Femi Taylor and the Hermes Conrad, Phil Lamar.
Yeah.
So that was worth it. But so that was another one, and then the next one. So there was GoPro, gimbal, the little DJI Access camera, the 3-1.
Yeah.
Somebody
The
hated that.
Osmo.
The Osmo Pocket.
I love that. We have one at work. If you do not give a crap, that is the best camera ever. Like if you're ultimate run and gun mode, like if you're like if your whole thing is I'm gonna fix this in post, you could literally just sprint around a store in 20 seconds and then leave. And then you can cut the entire ad together after the fact. 4K, super stabilized, honestly fairly forgiving footage. In terms of like exposure, I would say, and I think they have a second version of it out.
Really?
I think that there's a newer version of it that's even better. I have never been a proponent of put it in auto and then just let the machine do all the work, with the exception of if it does this good of a job.
Like I know when we got the gimbal for my phone, it was a toss up between the Osmo and then
gimbal.
my phone gimbal.
But the phone's are so good nowadays.
Yeah, and then at the price, because it was only like $50 for the
Yeah, it
stabilizer.
was cheaper.
wasn't
It was like $200 cheaper than the
than the
Osmo.
Osmo.
Osmo was.
Brad says, I bought a Russian bride, but I sent her back. The shipping costs were crazy. Hue lights
my
are
gosh.
sick. I want to get some Hue lights. Okay, home automation. I don't want to. We'll get back to your thing real quick.
Yeah,
I love home automation.
it's
Right?
awesome.
And like, I don't care if Google can control my whole house. Right.
Right.
But so
Just don't get married to somebody who turns lights on and off mysteriously while you're on the phone.
It makes
with me.
She does it to me all the time. She sent me a message the other day. She took Chip upstairs, and I was playing my game, and I might have been talking too loud. She shut the light off, and I knew that was a warning. Then I came to bed, and she tried to act like she was asleep. So she just threatened me with darkness, and then ignored me. Ignored me. You know you did, didn't you? Look at you. Look at you right now.
I like messing with you, okay?
Was that messing, or was that a warning? I thought you were livid with me because you shut the light off.
Oh, I wasn't livid. So here's the thing. When Jeremy plays video games, he gets very loud. Very loud.
I get loud here.
You do get loud here. And so it may have taken me a while to get Chip to fall asleep. So when Chip is asleep for the night, you don't you don't wake my baby up. You do not wake my baby up.
She sent me a message and then tried to play it. I literally, she's like, I just let you be. I let you be. I'm like, okay. That's how it's going to be. She sent me threaten me light messages here.
So, okay, we're learning Spanish, right?
Yeah.
Jeremy he's learned to not do this anymore, but he would come to bed. Chip was asleep, lights were out, I was pretty much asleep. He will sit over there with his little Duolingo app, and he'll get things correct, and he'll go ding, and he'll get something else correct, ding. And then, like,
See? Not a lot of errors. Not a lot of. Here's what you
The
need to know
biggest
about
error
me.
is leaving your sound on.
yes,
Well,
he
no.
can't,
So
he
here-
cannot play. He cannot do anything on his phone without the sound off. With the sound off.
So
like,
I don't know the mobile games. There's a lot of mobile games that are fantastic and as fun as any like game you can play, whatever.
Like console or PC.
Any
game.
right? There's just games that work well on mobile. People play them without the sound. That is literally robbing yourself of 50% of the experience. I am so need the sound on for the.
I play without sound on,
I'm
like
100%
the
opposite.
sound.
Sound absolutely 100% off 100% of the time. It's so it's annoying.
I need the response back.
I'm with you, Chris.
You're just
like,
a terrible gamer, Jeremy.
occasionally I'll play with sound. Occasionally, but 99.9% of the time,
How am I supposed
no
to learn
sound.
Spanish if I can't hear the app say, El
Man.
hombre come manzanas? I need to hear that.
Here's the thing: a language is something that has to be heard,
Right.
A mobile game is not. So here's the point. I forget what Minecraft music sounds like because I turn that off immediately.
Really?
And I turn the sounds down so low. Literally, the only sounds I have on are mob noises, so I can hear them.
You don't like the crunching of the feet through the
But
grass?
I literally turn all of that off and I just listen to music.
That's so funny because they curated an
So like
experience for
Cyberpunk,
you.
like sound on for
Cyberpunk,
and stuff.
everything off except for people talking.
Really?
I feel like people make stuff so absolutely unnecessarily loud. I don't think you can turn off the gun noises. Maybe you can, but it's like literally like there's no footstep noises. There's no car driving noises.
But that's the best part. And you like ram the motorcycle into people.
So it's just like a distracting overexertion of
Oh,
sound.
I love the sounds.
No, that's like it's
Video
unnecessary.
games I play with sounds.
I would rather listen to music.
Apps I don't use sounds unless it's like Duolingo.
I use sound 100% of the time. Mail, I love hearing the whoosh as it sends off. I love it. It's It was curated for my experience
By somebody who has no taste.
I love it. Text message.
Brad says you should leave the toilet seat up late at night, Jeremy.
I should. There
If
we go.
he-
Revenge.
if he
Carol-
did that-
Oh, hilarious story.
We're gonna have to get back to home automation in a minute here, by the
And
way.
we get to get back to purchases they regret.
Oh yeah.
And then, really quickly, Oliver, we have a freestanding toilet paper holder.
I think it's
And we were down to
Sketchy.
I know. It's sketchy
We
enough.
have no place to put the toilet paper
We were
otherwise. So that's
down to
upsetting.
a roll left. We need to stop and get toilet paper. We were down to a roll left, and we locked Oliver in the bathroom because we had somebody coming over really quick to drop something off, and then they left. He knocked the toilet paper holder over, and the toilet paper fell into the bowl and
Full
then swelled
roll.
up. So we lost a whole
I
roll.
think we do. We have one roll left, right?
I don't think
I think
so.
we do.
So, because you guys are saying you don't have anywhere to put the toilet, so I don't. My toilet paper dispenser, the holder, or whatever, I can't. Nobody can sit on that toilet and not smash into it, so it ends up becoming like flat.
Yeah.
So I don't use it. I just take the roll and just set it on the back of the toilet, right?
Uh-huh.
And I was gonna say, just put it on the back of the toilet. Except for I had the exact same problem. I reached to grab it, I missed it, and it fell into the freaking bowl.
Yeah, and it swells up and then it's shot.
It's completely so by design, it's made to just immediately disintegrate in water. The problem is it immediately disintegrates in water. So once it's wet, you're screwed.
And then okay,
Now
so
you're just taking showers every time you go to the bathroom.
I was the one who saw the toilet paper had fallen into the toilet. What's the first thing Jeremy tells me? Don't try to flush it down, Kara.
I just
What? You can't even flush a
wanted
toilet
to
paper
be
roll?
sure.
How stupid do you think I am?
I don't think you're stupid, but stranger things have happened. Not with you. I've dealt with so many bad toilet experiences. I've had them explode in my face. I've had a company over, flood the toilet, get nervous, block the door, and have all the water run into the basement. I've had to clean and snake out paper towel out of the toilet. I've dealt with it all. I am done
But I'm your
taking
wife.
my chances.
I'm your wife. I'm not going to
quick-
try to flush a toilet paper roll. I was actually going to go get a bag and put the toilet paper
I
in
just
the
free-handed
bag.
it. I don't
I'm
care.
on Jeremy's side. It's like it's better to take the risk of being like, hey, don't flush, just to make sure. It's precautionary. It doesn't hurt anybody's feelings unless you're Kara, apparently. It takes a second and it's precautionary.
Chip could be 50 years old visiting us and accidentally knock it into the toilet. And I'd be like, Chip, please don't flush that. Like, it just...
Did you say 50 years old? We're going to be in our 80s.
You can have a hover toilet by then.
It'll be just a bidet. Jeremy and his old
Well, you
man.
still
he'd be
need
like,
toilet paper with a bidet, just so
Hey,
you know.
Chip.
That's
Do
how
an
you
old
blot it
man
dry.
voice.
You can't pull up your pants
Jeremy,
and...
in an old
It's
man
called
voice,
the
say
shimmy,
Chip, don't
Jeremy.
flush.
What?
In an old man voice, tell Chip, don't flush the toilet paper.
Hey, Chip, please don't flush the toilet paper.
There you go. That's how you would sound because if
I
Chip
don't
was
know.
50, we'd be in our 80s.
I think if that
Too high? You need to be lower?
I think the register is too high.
Hey, Chip, please don't flush the toilet paper.
That's better. I think it needs like a little bit more rasp.
Hey, Chip, please don't flush the toilet paper.
That I
It's
think
all I can afford.
no, that was
Jeremy
good.
is one square
Back
wipe.
when you were born, I bought some GameStop stock.
Now it's only worth 37 cents.
Oh,
I put a
man.
little bit of a lisp under mine because I don't have any teeth left.
Oh, man. Kara bought Werther's Originals, and I put one in Chip's pocket. It was super cute.
I took a picture of it. It is really
It was adorable.
okay, so,
So I learned old people, I guess, have Werther's Original because it
They're
stops it from
delicious.
dry mouth.
A
You
lot
suck
of
on it.
older people, if they're on a lot of medications or if they, just have dry mouth, because as you get
Smart.
old, your mouth dries out. Sucking on a hard candy causes you to salivate. So a lot of
That's
older people
smart.
will suck on hard candies, but because of that, they will come in and they'll have a lot of decay.
Cavities.
The double-edged sword.
Yep.
Yes.
So it is a double-edged sword because if you have dry mouth, you don't have that natural rinse to get acid off your teeth,
Yep.
so you get cavities. You suck on candies too much to create the saliva. You suck it on sugar, it was just going to sit on your teeth, which causes cavities.
Would if they did like a sugar-free one, would that be
Sugar-free is safer.
Okay.
Mhm. It's a better option.
Yeah, but it also makes you gassier.
Yeah, that's what is it? Ascorbic acid? Not ascorbic acid. Sorbitol. Sorbitol is a sugar alcohol, which it tastes sweet, doesn't interact with your body or whatever, but too much of it becomes
Hit some
a laxative.
comments. Finish your story. We'll finish mine. We'll hit leaks, and then we'll call it a night.
Okay. Brad says dentures equal problem solved.
No.
James says I've no money since Carol left me for a younger guy who didn't tell her to flush the toilet paper. So Gabe plays with low volume.
Okay, but that's good. See? Low volume
I
is
do
better than-
play, when Jeremy plays, it's like full volume. Like,
Yeah. So I
love you.
I was playing cards last week, and I get really amped up when I'm playing stuff too. So my roommate had been up all day shooting something or
no.
whatever. He got home at like 1:30 in the morning, and it's like 2:30, and I was like, screaming. I was like, "That's effing BS!" Like I was super like amped, and he just sends a message to be like, "You're a little bit loud," and I was like, "Oh crap, sorry," because like literally, it's like a straight shot up the stairs to his
That was a
bedroom.
nice approach.
So like I felt like super bad about that. But so home automation. I literally the only home automation I have right now is I have a Google Home.
Yep.
That I literally don't use for anything except to ask what time it is when I wake up in the middle of the night to go pee.
Yep.
I literally wake up and I'm like, "What time is it?" And it's like too early for you to give
If
a
you
crap.
got Hue bulbs, you could set it up a program so when you say what time is it, she automatically turns on night lights all the way to the bathroom for you.
That'd be sweet.
Totally easy to do.
But and then otherwise what I do normally is I'll walk into my bedroom and I'll be like, say the prompt, turn on my Chromecast, and then lay down and then like watch like Mythbusters or something, like falling asleep. And then like if it's still running when I wake up later, I'll be like, "Hey Google, turn off my Chromecast." So that's all I use it for. But like it would be nice to be like you said, like if I ask what time it is, just turns on the lights so I can see without
Yep.
tripping over all my obstacles or the cat.
We have a command for good night, and it shuts all the lights off. We have one for in the morning you say good morning, it turns the kitchen light. So like I'll say it as I'm rounding down the stairs, and then it'll turn the kitchen light on, and then it'll tell me how long it's gonna take me to get to work, a fact of the day, and then it tells me the weather.
What's today's fact of the day?
I did not ask because I didn't work today,
Oh, okay.
so I only do that on Friday. But it was a golden retriever day the other day, and then there's some really funny ones. And then Alexa will, she'll theme it to different things that are going on. So for Pie Day, she has a pie
Oh
wrap.
no!
What?
I just turned off David's dad's TV.
Did you really?
I'm sorry.
That is so funny.
I am a
love
goober.
it.
I
That
apologize.
is so funny.
Poor Al.
That is awesome. No, you know what you should do, Chris? You should set it up so that whenever you ask it what time it is, that also reads you listener mail. And then you can hear Brad's emails or Gabe's emails in the morning, in the middle of the night. Hey, Rise of the Podcast, you're our inspiration.
Oh my goodness. No, so it's just one of those things where it's I didn't think that I would ever use this thing or whatever.
Oh, you'll love it. Yeah.
And it's just the more convenience things like that happen, the more. So I like home automation. I like the idea of it. And now the fact I can just yell at things and it happens makes me happy.
Wait
So-
till you get your own house, Chris, and you can start putting in there's light switches that will make your lights.
I want to get servo activated doors so I can be activation keyword, open the front door, and it goes.
I play this fun
Yes.
little game called House Flipper, and they added a sci-fi theme, and it's got those doors.
I just think it'd be awesome. I don't think it'd be that hard to do.
As long as it doesn't cut you in half as you walk through it, you're fine.
How hard would it be to make one of those doors?
I have no idea, and I'm not going to speculate.
So here's all you need. You just need
It's
one of
like
those.
an
You just need a
aperture.
pocket door. You need a pocket door, a servo, and a gear.
I would want some sort of lockout gear so that when it backs up, there's a gear that flips up and stops it from coming forward. And then, I don't know. And then you have to physically pull the gear out of the way so that you're clear when it shuts. Like a pressure plate that.
And you're just worried that it's gonna.
Yeah, just
What,
gonna.
what do they use in elevators so the elevator door doesn't squish? You just put one of those in.
That's just a sensor. But
If
sensors
it-
fail.
It's like
know
a
those
garage
fails?
door. If it feels something stopping it, it just backs up.
The lights, the infrared, the little sensor lights.
Well, no, the
No,
elevator door definitely has a pressure thing because I always end up slapping it to stop it, at chest height.
But the garage door too, even if nothing's in front of the thing, if anything is preventing it from
Oh,
shutting,
yeah,
it'll go back
that-
up.
if-
Our
Infrared
garage
sensor.
door will cut you in half, just so you know.
Really?
Yes, and actually, it's really scary. It has so here's how it learns. So when you shut it, the very first time, if you cut power to it, so when it comes down, it rams so hard into the ground when it has power for the first time, the door buckles out and almost busts.
Ours does?
Yes, before it finally comes back, and it's oh hey, here's the point where I stop. Then from there on out, it has a memory. So if you put something down there, it will crush it to the point where it has to touch the cement because it has a memory. And so whenever we have a light switch that actually shuts the power off to the garage opener, and if you flip it accidentally. It has to do that relearning thing, and I swear one of these times it's just gonna bust itself into oblivion.
How many times do you turn off
Do you
that
not have the
switch?
laser safety switch then?
We do have the laser safety switch, but that won't prevent it if
Oh, I
something.
guess if you're below, yeah, because
Yeah,
it's probably what, like 10 inches off the ground.
Yeah, it's always like 8 inches off the ground or something.
we are.
You should just tape that switch so you don't accidentally ever turn it off.
Right, I know.
My mom's cats know how to dodge under that when the garage door is opening and closing. It's like I said, they didn't used to or whatever, and like the thing would stop
See?
and back up or whatever. But
Chris is gonna get cat sushi.
well, so
Excellent.
my parents' garage is settled in a way. Really long story short, they got screwed over by their contractor. They didn't build the foundation right, so the garage like settled like this.
No.
So there's gaps on either side that are also just clear of the sensor too, so they can like dodge in and out of the completely closed garage door. But also the garage door isn't really very effective.
I think there's a good comment there for you to read. Looks like a juicy one.
Yeah. So just prior to that, James said, "I have all my beer signs on individual control." That's pretty sick.
That is cool.
Cameron says, "If the gentleman's father had used a response code, Star Trek related, such as computer, rather than the factory given one, it wouldn't have been that problem." So here's the thing. I wasn't ambitious enough to change the call and response thing on my device. So I can't blame anyone else for having that same level of apathy for how they program their devices. So in that regard, I can't say that it's any more my fault or any more their fault than mine. I should have known better than to start throwing prompt words out over the airwaves.
We had a funny show about that once when we were selling Get Vocal. We were
Yeah.
just shutting people's stuff out. I don't know. Remember that? It was funny.
I
Yeah.
remember that.
So anyway, it just gear guys, don't feel pressured. Anyway, so then
Yeah.
the last thing that people bought. Sorry, this will wrap it up. Get it close to wrapping it up. With lenses, but that's not anybody's fault because it's just very specific on what lenses. One
Yeah.
lens might work for somebody, and it
Yeah.
might not work for somebody else. But I know I've definitely bought and then resold that 24 that we tried.
It was just a little too soft.
It was too soft, and then we're talking about getting rid of. I mean, I don't need 85s, or I not even necessarily feel like I need to hold on to a 50 at this point.
We're shooting on a 15 and 85 right now.
It's so funny. Okay, we'll get rid of one of the. Okay,
Well, no.
fine.
So because like
Yeah.
once we switch platforms,
Yeah.
we can actually get better
Right.
lenses for what we need them to do.
Yeah.
It just so happens that a 50 on a crop is the same as an 85 on a full frame.
Perfect.
So that you guys have sort of like I'm framed camera so low in this one.
I was gonna say I'm
Kara's
not even
shorty.
in the third. Like
Oh yeah, here. So whoops. Oh, I'm giving people a seizure. I'm sorry. So yeah, so sit up
Look at
when
how
you were
short
before.
you are.
like,
Yeah, that's closer.
and I'm like,
Whatever. I messed up a whole bunch of stuff today. Deal with it. But yeah, so I had seen that same gear regretting purchase thing or whatever. And it's like it really does sort of boil down to like everybody has different expectations about what they're trying to do.
Right.
And I would honestly much rather have the option of a gimbal
Than to not have it.
than to not have it and use it 3 times a year than not
Yeah.
have it and whenever I need one be like, well, that
Yeah.
burned me. And
Right.
I've let other people use it a bunch too.
Yeah, it's there for sure. I'm excited to have access to it more, but lights were never on the list, and then tripods and C-stands were not on anybody's list. So apparently, you can't have too many of those.
Nope.
But it's
Never
just
have
funny
too
to
many
me.
gobos or gobos magic arms.
I love them. Those baby pins. Think how many tripods we didn't have to buy or C-stands because of those pins.
yeah,
Yep, and they're what, like $12 a piece.
There's so much more. Yep, they're super affordable.
it keeps it clean in here instead of. Do you remember how many C stands and stuff we had when we
Oh,
had
yeah.
the 2 studios?
We don't have any lights on stands now.
No, the only thing that's on a stand is the
GoPro.
GoPro.
Yeah, because when we shot over here, it was 2 light stands, 2 C stands, 2 light stands. We had 6 stands.
Yeah, it was a pain in the
Our first
butt in
Lego
the
build, we
tiny
use a
room.
DSLR as the top down with a Manfrotto tripod with half of it on the front
Yes.
of the table. And then,
Oh my goodness.
oh, yeah. Yep. It was crazy.
How far
What a
we've come.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've come quite a ways.
Any other comments before we close for the night, Chris?
I don't think so. But we should do Star Wars leaks at least real quick.
So speaking of Star Wars, I was gonna say this. Did you guys know that originally Palpatine was played by a woman?
The very first one in A New Hope.
In
Which is the hologram, I think, in Empire Strikes Back.
yeah, I saved. It was her birthday today. Did I not say
I
it?
thought Ian McDermott was in,
Nope. So this lady,
or did they go back and replace him?
Marjorie Eaton, born February 5th, 1901. She originally played Palpatine. It must be in the
Yeah, Chris was right. The hologram in Empire Strikes
And they
Back.
superimposed chimpanzee eyes over her eyes to give that yellow creepy effect.
Crazy.
Yep.
So now all Siths have yellow eyes because of a monkey.
I had no idea until I saw that today. I was like, or yesterday it must have been. I was like, Palpatine was originally played by a woman. At least in
And
the
a monkey.
And a monkey. That's blew my mind. Blew my mind. Sorry.
No, that's awesome. All right, so we got some Star. Oh, I guess I'm gonna run the. I spent so long making this thing. I'm gonna at least get some mileage out of it. Hey, Star Wars leaks. You know the bit. So the top Star Wars things of the week on Reddit r/Star Wars leaks. ILM animation director Hal Hickel shares images from a scene cut from Rogue One, which is a conversation between Vader and Tarkin.
Ooh, that would have been cool.
Yeah, that'd been cool to see. I don't want the
fan
image.
service
Just
or-
do like a deleted scene thing for
Yeah.
us. Come on.
Oh, cool. There's a picture of Chopper hanging out with R2-D2 on the set
I
of Rogue
love
One.
I
Chopper.
saw that. I don't remember. I think it was on Facebook. I think I saw that.
I also
That's pretty
heard that
cool.
the only reason Luke had a green lightsaber in Return of the Jedi was that the blue lightsaber would not have been good against the sky in the Tatooine scenes.
Yep.
So that was it. That's why they gave him green.
Interesting.
We've been assured there will never be a Marvel Star Wars crossover movie.
That's fine. Doesn't need one.
I keep the universes
Yeah.
separate.
Yep.
I don't need Star-Lord showing up to fight
Yeah. What I
Anakin.
mean, it's Star Wars in a galaxy a long time ago in a galaxy far,
far, far away.
Long time ago. Marvel is now.
Yeah, well, depending on which universe you're in.
True.
Mandalorian received a Golden Globe nomination.
I
and
saw
saw
that.
that. Well
I
deserved.
heard that they could beat out any other Star Wars movie or whatever for awards won if they were to, when is the Golden Globes?
I'm not sure.
And if they were to win it, they could earn the most awards
Interesting.
of all the Star Wars films, TV shows, whatever.
I definitely earned, I think.
Yeah, Mandalorian season 2, excellent TV.
Looks like Ewan McGregor was talking about the Star Wars and the Kenobi series on Eddie Izzard's charity show.
Oh, cool.
And he said, we started making it in the late spring and we're going to be shooting here in LA. So apparently they're still doing production for it. But it's happening.
I'm excited.
Ewan
for
McGregor
that.
looks a lot less haggard in this image than in some promotional materials. Let's see. I don't know what that is. Golden Globe stuff. Writers Guild Awards.
Cool.
Nothing else. What? Yeah, no. Doesn't look like there's anything else. Oh, so Obi-Wan Kenobi's cinematographer is reportedly Chung-Hoon Chung from It, The Handmaiden, Old Boy 2003. So pretty reputable.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
All right, cool. All right, so yeah, nothing too groundbreaking in leaks this week, but at least we maintain our Star Wars podcast status by talking about Star Wars a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we did listener mail. We did all the things. I don't know that there's anything else left for us to do.
We made it.
We've run out of things.
We made it.
Yeah, we haven't said that in a while. We did it, guys.
Oh, yeah. That used to be the thing. Oh, no. Sorry, Gabe, I started the outro. Real quick, like this video. Gabe says, before you go, I was talking to the rest of the guys, and we would like to have you on our podcast as special guest. Heck yes.
Absolutely.
Comment down below if you want to see us do that.
No, we'll do it. Well, yeah.
Subscribe
Yeah.
if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell. We go live. Blah, 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 blah. That sounds awesome, Gabe. It's going to be a good time. Thank you guys so much for watching. And of course,
May the force be with you.